Hello, everyone. You are watching my YouTube channel Chemistry by 𝙀𝙧𝙧𝙀𝙀. Today we are going to discuss something interesting, something new in a different way. Guys, you can see something is in my hand. What exactly it is? A glass of water. So if I ask you, can you count how many water molecule is present in this glass? Yes, we can count this. But let's see how. For this, we need to discuss some quantitative chemistry. So what exactly the quantitative chemistry is? Let's start. Guys, you can see my whiteboard, right? So the very first term which I have mentioned here is moles. Moles is used to measure amount of substance. You can say mole is like a unit to measure amount of substance. If I ask you what is 1 dozen, many of you would say this is 12. So 1 dozen eggs means 12 eggs. 1 dozen atoms means 12 atoms. Similarly, 1 mole is a big number. 1 mole is 6.02 times 10 raised to power 23. Such a big numbers because when we need to deal with atoms, when we need to count atoms, they are so small that this dot can have millions of atoms. So we need a big number so that we can count atoms. We can deal with atoms. Moles is used to measure amount of substance. So I have shown you a glass of water. If I ask you how much water is present in it, do you know? Yes, in chemistry, to measure amount of substance, to measure the quantity of this water, we use moles. There is a formula to measure moles. Moles is equals to mass in gram. So first of all, we need to measure mass. And for this, we use mass balance, the weight balance. So mass in gram divided by molar mass. For many of you, molar mass is a new term. Maybe you don't know what is molar mass. So we can quickly go over what is molar mass. Molar mass means mass occupied by 1 mole of substance. Molar mass means mass of 1 mole of substance. To measure molar mass, we need periodic table and we need formula. Let's see how we can measure molar mass. Yeah, you guys can see my whiteboard here, the periodic table here. So in this periodic table, this is a QGCSE periodic table. Different elements are mentioned, their atomic number and atomic masses are mentioned. So we have to choose the atomic numbers. The bigger one is always, we have to choose mass number. Remember, the bigger one is always the mass number. For water, where the very first thing is we need to know what is the formula of water, H2O. So here you can see the oxygen. Oxygen mass number is 16 and hydrogen mass number is 1. How many hydrogen is there? 2, so 1 times 2. Then we put a plus sign. For oxygen, its mass number is 16. Then 2 plus 1, we use this machine to make our job easy. And finally, we get 18 gram per moles. This is the molar mass of water. It means if you have 1 mole water, its mass would be 18 gram. Let's do another example. H2SO4, sulfuric acid. If I have to measure its molar mass, for hydrogen, its mass is 1, but there is 2 hydrogen, so I do multiply with 2. For sulfur, where is sulfur here? 32. Then for oxygen, oxygen mass is 16. There is how many oxygen, guys? 4 in sulfuric acid. So when we do this calculation, it would be 98 gram per mole. It means if you have 1 mole sulfuric acid, its mass would be 98 gram. This is a quick concept of molar mass. Now jump back to this paper whiteboard. Let me erase other things. Okay, so here molar mass of water, it is for water, its molar mass is 18 and mass in gram. If I have to measure moles of this water, I need first its mass. I'm supposing its mass is 54 gram. So mass in gram is 54. Molar mass of water is 18. So when I divide 54 by 18, I get 3 moles. So it means in this glass of water, there is 3 moles. Now the next thing I want to calculate how many water molecules. It is a formula. Remember, number of molecules is equals to moles times Avogadro number. What is Avogadro number? This is Avogadro constant. So there is 3 moles as we have calculated. So when we multiply this with Avogadro constant, do you know what is Avogadro constant? You would get 1.806 into 10 raised to power 24 water molecules. So you can see in this glass of water, there is 1.806 times 10 raised to power 24 water molecules. Would you believe it? No, you are not believing? No problem, you can count. You would find this number of water molecule, I am sure.